Hello, I'm here today in the creek looking for that elusive tail at Mountain Creek Ranch, the crawdad tail. This is the tails of Mountain Creek Ranch. There's a tail, a crawdad tail at Mountain Creek Ranch. Oh my goodness, it's a hot day here at Mountain Creek Ranch. It is up in the upper 90s, the feel-like temperatures around 107, and it is unbelievably hot. So when the outside influencers like heat come in, the ranch really has to adapt to that because we serve those animals and we have to make sure that the animals are okay. So what does Goober do as the ranch manager when the temperatures are as crazy as these are today? He has to make sure there's two things available at all times for the horses and the cows and even all the animals in the petting zoo: shade and water. So that sounds simple, just like in leadership when we say every culture needs to have benefits and a communications plan, let's say. But it's not just any old shade and any old water. At Mountain Creek Ranch, it's got to be good shade, ample shade, wide shade. So the cattle need to get under the trees, the horses need to get under the trees. But something that I've learned is that if you don't have enough shade, or you've just built a little bit of shelter and all the horses or all the cows have to cram in that small contained space, cows can actually suffocate. They like to lay down because laying down actually helps disperse their heat, conserve their energy. So they can all lay down in that shade so close to each other, breathing each other's exhales, that they can actually suffocate. They get into heat distress first and can actually die. Horses have to have shade as well. They have to have ample shade, shade to stand in, shade to lay down in. If a horse gets too hot, they have to put cool water on that horse, cool towels. But if you put cold water on a horse, it can't be too cold if he's too hot. And it also, when you put that water on that horse, you have to take that water back off because that water can heat up and hang in that hair, and it can make the horse even hotter. There's so many little details about taking care of our animals during distress. If I have dark cows like black cows, they're going to get hotter faster than a tan cow is going to get. Also, if I'm dealing with goats and sheep, they handle the heat better than the cows do. One of the things, sorry to say, that actually loves this cool water as well on a hot day is the elusive snake. I'm looking for crawdad tails, and I've got snakes. So water is the greatest tool of all when it comes to being able to cool down, especially fresh water like this, cool spring water. This water feels heavenly on my feet. Animals love that water and they'll come and stand in it, they'll lay in it. But if you don't have water readily available, fresh water like this, then you have to bring it in, you have to put it in troughs. But putting that water out in the sun in a metal trough, that's not good either because that water heats up so fast that drinking that water doesn't cool those animals down. So we have to aerate it, we have to put it in shade, we have to make sure it has a cooling mechanism to keep those animals protected. It's our job as leaders, it's Goober's job as ranch manager to make sure that when the outside influences come in and affect us, that we as leaders are looking at those obstacles, we're turning them into opportunities, and we're protecting. One thing I've learned here at Mountain Creek Ranch is that protection is a responsibility of the leader. Thank you for joining me for this Mountain Creek Ranch Tales. We'll see you next time.